And welcome to vlog 122. I am the Audiophile Barista. This week too many things happened that interfered with my video making schedule, so I thought, well, let's bring you up to date on what's happening in a vlog. Let's get into it. First off, work is picking up, which is a good thing because money is getting a little bit low after 2 years of COVID, and this is my work spot, having very good lighting for the camera and a nice view when I'm working. Another thing is that here is my wonderful grinder and it broke down. The gearbox inside is broken. I wrote to Baratza to see if they can help me, and I'm expecting an answer any day now. And I will show you how to replace your gearbox. Now, because my grinder isn't working, I cannot use my wonderful espresso machine, so this week I have been using the Handpresso a lot, and let me tell you, I'm getting to appreciate this thing even more than I already told you guys. You know I like this thing. Really, I love this thing. If you are not a coffee drinker, or just 1 or 2 cups of coffee a week and you want to keep it easy and good, get yourself one of these. These things are wonderful. Now, why am I not saying take one of these as your daily driver? Well, there's one problem with it. It has a lot of waste. That's not good for the environment. So if you're not using too much coffee, get yourself one of these. This is absolutely giving you a wonderful cup of coffee. Okay, so here you can see that it is busy in my listening room, so not a lot of listening going on, a lot of DIY going on. So I had a couple of nightstands that were standing next to that. You have seen that in the videos. They were pretty dark, so this is the color now after sanding and trying to get off everything that was on here. So now they're almost done. Maybe 1 or 2 more goes at sanding the stuff even more down. And this is how dark they were, and this is how light they are now. So because I don't have a workshop, I need to do it outside, hoping it is dry, not raining. So this is taking forever, but the end is near. Another thing is, of course, the loudspeaker that I told you about last week. I love these things, but they also need some sanding down of the surface. This one top has been done, this one not. So this is also a work in progress, sanding it down a little bit. And you see, this is real oak, real wood. This is not real, so I have to be more careful with a much smaller grit, sanding it down and then giving it some shine. So that is what is happening. Another thing you can see over there, that is of course the LINN setup, the Classik plus the LK85, and I have this LK140. Now I found, we're still in the process of bidding, but I found one, the same one, because this is going to the sister of my girlfriend. But these, I don't think you can see it now, these are in some sort of gray brownish color. They look like they have been in a smoker's house for a long time, but they haven't, and I just think that is the color. But the LINN over there is in a nice glossy silver shiny looking very luxurious kind of paint on it, and I found one of these, the Classik, in that color. So I'm hoping the buyer will agree with my bid, and then I have that as a complete set because I love this set. It is really amazing and I just want one. Another thing is that I replaced some of the tubes in the preamp, the ear Yoshino 864, especially the ones in the phono section. There's going to be a video on that one. And some time ago I picked up a Keces, which is a balanced isolation power conditioner. So this should help when you have a hum from transformers, like I have a little bit of that in the ZEN amplifier, and I have it every now and then in some of the other stuff that is here. So I saw one of these for a good price, picked it up, and until now I was not very successful, but then I connected it to the REL subwoofer and this tightened up the bass a lot. Not sure how that works, but that's what I'm testing out now, and I'm going to test it out with all my headphone gear. So that's also something that's coming up. Oh, and I almost forgot, going back to these loudspeakers, I picked up a second pair of this loudspeaker. They come without the grills and they are much more beat up. But the thing is that I want to have a look inside of this thing, and I tried to unscrew the tweeter, but it appeared to be glued in or something like that. And I do not really know how to get in there. And if you look at the rear, there is these things with just a small dent in there. I don't know if this is a screw, I don't know what tools you need for it, and that's actually the only thing that I can see to open this up. And I want to have a look and maybe make a little bit of changes to the crossover. And I was wondering, how am I going to get in? So for 10 bucks I found an old beat up pair, and that can be used for spare parts and also to try and figure out how am I going to get in. And if I mess up, well, this thing will still be okay, because as you know by now, I love this loudspeaker. Also, as you can see here on the floor, I revisited my loudspeaker placement, and that is because of the introduction of the ZEN amplifier into the system. The ZEN is a great little amplifier, but in a big room like this, it may not be enough. So I thought, well, let's see if I can put the loudspeakers a little bit closer so I won't have to play as loud. And that gave a little bit of an improvement, but I'm still in the process of trying to find out what is the best spot for the loudspeaker. So that's going on. That's going to be another video. And then I have one more thing. A long time ago I showed you these. I love the look of these things, so they are always standing here, but they are not connected. These are Grundig loudspeakers in wonderful condition, and the reason I'm not playing them a lot is because they have these kind of connections and they don't fit in any of the amplifiers. So I want to keep this original, so I'm not going to cut it off. So I came up with the next idea. So I picked up some of these. These are connectors that if you screw these open, here we go, this is editing because of one hand. As you can see, you can put your loudspeaker cable in there, you can plug the loudspeaker cable from the Grundig in here, and then I can play them on any amplifier that I like, so they get a little bit of playtime also. Okay, so that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with proper videos, and for now I say thank you for watching. It is Friday, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.